Hi, my name is Katherine Fry, and I am the CEO and president of Mediafy Communications Group. And this is my podcast, Chat with Kat. And today I have the honor of being with Darreka Howell, the owner of Snatched and Pretty. It is she is Snatched and Pretty is would you call it a day spa? Is
It's
that
definitely a day spa.
okay? It's definitely a day spa. And you specialize in skin. You're a skin esthetician,
Mhm.
so you specialize in facials and waxing,
Yes,
right?
for sure. Yes.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Um, so what we're doing today is we're shining a light on this local business located here in Chattanooga. So, Darika, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, first of all, we have wine, and this is from the Broken Horseshoe
Yes.
Winery
Yes.
in Ringgold, Georgia.
Mhm. And it's tasty.
Cheers to Charles and Howard
Yes.
downstairs who gave us this
Cheers.
wonderful wine. Okay.
Yes.
Um, okay, so Darika, tell me a little bit about what inspired you to become a waxing and facial specialist.
Well, for one, I grew up very poor, and so um, the community I come from, it wasn't a known thing. I didn't really get off into it until my early 20s, when I discovered that I had PCOS. And with having PCOS, you grow hair all kind of very unexciting places.
Hmm.
And so
What
at the
does
time,
PCOS stand for?
um, ooh, I've been drinking. So hold on. It's a lot to that. Ooh, don't yeah, that's good. Mm-mm. Um, but it's pretty much I won't call it a disorder, but it pretty much throws your ovulation off. Some people can go
Oh,
months without cycles.
okay.
And then some people, when they do get cycles, they get it for like 30 days straight.
Oh,
Sometimes, yeah,
goodness.
sometimes you have to go to the doctor and get some help. But
And then it
one of
causes
the
you to grow hair.
yes,
Okay.
and sometimes some of the side effects is like beard hair, lip hair, just hair that you don't want, very unwanted hair
So,
in
how did you
areas.
initially deal with this?
Initially, I used to Nair, and then I started doing some research in the ingredients that's inside of Nair.
Mhm.
Kind of scared me, and so just longevity. I just didn't want to have to deal with the aftermath, like skin cancer
Oh,
and stuff like that.
okay.
So, when the pandemic hit, I was the owner of a daycare, Little Dreamers Daycare, and at the time, the state had got behind on paying us, so I was technically working and taking care of children and paying staff with no money, nothing but my savings account.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so I was just sitting at home one time, and I was like, I got to make something happen. I have to think of something that I was good at. I'm good at talking to people. I'm good at making people feel comfortable. And then I'm actually good as far as business orientation. I know how to manage time. I
Uh-huh.
know how to treat people because I know that customer service is one of the very important parts of owning a business. And so I had a wax kit at the time. I was like, I wonder would I be good at body
Mhm.
waxing?
Yeah.
Facials came last. I was literally waxing before I did anything else. And I came up with my name. It was a very different name.
Yeah, how did you come up with Snatched and Pretty?
Yeah, snatched. The idea of pulling wax, snatch.
Snatched. Oh, yes, that is
And
yes, that
the
makes
aftermath
sense.
is always nice. So I think that's why I came up with the word pretty. And then
Yeah.
I had to get my silhouette, my logo put together, and it just went from there. Um, a lot of my peers did not believe that it would be successful because I started from my home. One of
Oh,
my guest rooms, I kind of made into a
okay.
nice room,
I
and
mean, you gotta start somewhere,
I
right?
did,
Yeah,
yes,
and you
and I
started at
hit
home.
the
Okay.
ground running. I was so busy.
Oh, wow.
So busy to where I was like, I gotta get a building. So I have a lot of clients that does different things. And one particular, her name is Portia. She's still my real estate agent actually. When I need a property or when I want to sell or I have an idea on a new business, that's who I call.
Okay.
Yeah, she found the business, found the building for me. I renovated it and it just went from there.
Excellent. Okay, so now you have your day spa.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you love most about your work?
I have become very, very resourceful. I have met some phenomenal people
I bet you
from
have.
men to
Yeah.
women.
Oh, wow.
Of course, the mass majority of my clientele are women, but I also have a lot of men clients as well. They come in, they want their facials, their ear candles. Some of them like their full body sugar scrubs. There's a lot of things that I do now that I've ventured off into my own spa.
Mhm.
A lot of things I couldn't do from my house, because I didn't
Mhm.
have the things that it was necessary to run that business
Mhm.
or whatnot. But yes, I'm very resourceful. I know a lot of people and a lot of business oriented people, and that's what I needed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you surround yourself with business-oriented people, you tend to become more business-oriented
definitely,
yourself. Yes, so
definitely.
great idea. Okay, so what were the challenges? And I mean, all businesses when getting started have challenges. So, what were the challenges that you faced early in your career, and how did you overcome them?
Two things. Balancing personal life and business. It got to the point where business was pretty much before personal. I would deal with personal matters last. Um, I was pretty much raised by my grandma, and I did lose my grandma in the middle of the pandemic. And so just having to continue because I had on built a very strong clientele. So I had to balance between grieving the loss of my grandma and running my business because I'm still at the house at this time, but I'm on my way out of the house. And I was
Mhm.
also in school to get my bachelor's degree. So it's like I had a lot going on, and I had to make a decision whether I was going to sell my daycare, or try to keep it going. And so when Snatched and Pretty started paying daycare bills, when it stopped making sense, you got to make a change. So I
Mhm.
sold my daycare, and one of the one of the hardest decisions that I made because I do love children, but it was about time for a change.
Yep, I hear
Yeah.
you. Okay, so what kind of training or certifications are required to become a waxing facial specialist or a skin esthetician?
Well, you said it already. You have to have an esthetician's license that you have to renew every 2 years.
Mhm.
Um, that's one thing. And then once you get off into getting your esthetician license, there's certifications you have to get in order to do certain services,
Mhm.
eyelash extensions. Like there's no such thing as a lash tech. You're an esthetician that specializes in eyelash extensions, but you have to get that certification. Same thing with chemical peels. Same thing with dermaplane facial. These are the things that someone has to teach you, see if you know exactly what you're doing, and then you get certified. So the license is one thing, but there's things that you have to do in order to fulfill everything as far as being an esthetician. And that's one of my biggest things. I'm an all around esthetician. There's not too much that I don't do or I don't know how to do.
Okay.
So,
All right. So how do you stay up to date, with the latest techniques, products, trends?
I do a lot of reading. I do a lot of research. I ask a lot of questions. I have a lot of different friend groups as far as med spas, and we talk about a lot, and that's very important. Keeping up with the trends, because
Mhm.
sometimes you get so outdated that you lose track of what's going on, and you start losing clientele because they want the new stuff, they want the trending things, and you have to
Mhm.
understand that.
All right. That makes sense. Okay, so I know you have a vast clientele. What misconceptions do people often have about waxing or facials?
Um, one mix, well, especially waxing. I'll get off to waxing first. Um, Over the years, it's been kind of combined with some kind of sexual preference where a lot of men prefer their women with hair, some hair, none at all. And then you have, women that gain weight or lose weight,
Mhm.
and they become self conscious
Mhm.
about the sentimental area of their bodies. And so I think it's very important to maintain that one service, Brazilian waxes, because it does a lot to your conscience and it does a lot to your self esteem.
Mhm.
No matter how confident you are, there's just certain things that a lot of people are just insecure about. And I
Mhm.
have found that the ladies' warmer parts is one of the biggest ones.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So for someone new to waxing, what should they know before their first appointment?
What should they know?
What should they know?
Oh
Yeah.
yes. I just need the how much hair do I need? That is the most common question that I get. And so I always say like a grain of rice.
Grain of
Grain of
rice.
rice. It won't hurt too much. It won't be too much or too less. if you try to stay at that, at that length of hair.
Yeah.
Also, just try to avoid shaving, because the aftermath, the bumps and the ingrowns that you get after shaving, there's not too much that I can do right away. It's a process. I will have to pretty much give them facials,
Oh, yeah.
in their lady parts until I get it cleared up. So I just try to encourage people, stay away from razors, please, until you see me. I need at least a grain of a rice and just relax. Maybe take Tylenol before you come, or drink some wine. Just
Mhm.
relax, and it's pretty fast.
Mm. So do you put like a is it a hot wax that you put on? Is
Yes,
that okay?
yes.
And do you put on anything to like help with pain relief? Uh,
No, I tried it when I was in my house. I did like a trial and error.
mhm.
I tried it's like a trend, and a lot of my clients was breaking out, so
Mm,
I didn't stick with it.
okay.
But what I did do, I started investing in wax that just don't hurt as bad as other waxes.
Mhm.
It's more on the expensive side, but it keeps my clients happy. It
Mhm.
keeps my clients returning, and I stick with it.
Okay.
You know.
So how do you help nervous or first-time clients feel comfortable?
I treat them like family. You
Yeah.
know, you
Yeah.
don't have to be nervous.
Right,
I
right.
have the same thing you have. I have to go and wax myself later on too. I'm nervous myself. But most of the time after they leave, it's like a sisterhood.
Yeah.
It's like a sisterhood.
So is waxing safe for all skin types?
Oh, definitely. Honestly, with the wax that I use a sensitive wax because if it's good for sensitive, it's good for everybody. So I use a very sensitive skin wax, so you won't have not too much to worry about aftermath.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
how often should a person get waxed?
I recommend my clients to see me every 4 to 5 weeks. Just try not to go over 6 weeks. 6 weeks is for people that's been waxing for a while and they don't grow back and that's always the goal. You want to grow back fast, slow. I'm sorry. You want to grow back slower
Mhm.
and more finer. You
Okay.
don't want to grow back as coarse because it hurts. And that's most of the time when you shaved in between,
Oh, so
or
shaving makes it more coarse.
yes, it
Oh, okay.
does. It does.
Okay.
Because it's kind of like cutting grass. You
Yeah.
can cut it as low as you want and it's still green.
Yeah.
And with shaving, you can shave as low as you can possibly do and it's still there,
Still
you know.
there.
And so when
Okay.
it's time to grow back, it's thick and it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you determine um which type of facial is best for a client?
I do free skin consultations, and normally I do that before your facial. However, if it's more of a severe situation, I pay attention to the notes on the appointment, and I probably have them come in on a separate day to look at their skin first.
Mhm.
But the products I have products for every single type of skincare you could think of. I have aging, I have acne, I have normal, I have combination. Combination is a combination of oily and normal. Like certain parts of your face are oily,
Mhm.
certain parts are dry, certain parts are normal. That is considered a combination type face.
Okay.
So, I do have products for all different types, and that's very important being an esthetician. Yeah.
All right. So Um, how important is professional skincare compared to home routines?
Well, this is what I say. With my clients, after they get their facials, I always send them home with what I used on them, no
Mm.
charge.
Oh.
I need you to maintain the work that I've done,
Mhm.
and most of the time, I also ask them, please don't wash your face when you go home because there's a lot of vitamins and minerals I have embedded in your skin,
Mhm.
and I want it to do its work. And
Mm.
so, considering that, I mean, it's very important to upkeep it at home. But if you're not a professional, you're not a professional.
Mhm.
That's just not your area, and that's fine.
Mhm.
And that's why you get a professional like myself to just take over that. And hopefully, whoever you're using, they send you home with whatever product so you can maintain it. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Is there a specific brand that you prefer of skincare products over another?
definitely. I use Dermalogical.
Okay, dermalogical, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
In school, we had We had a lot of different options, and that was my favorite. It's really good for sensitive skin.
Mhm.
Also, I like Skin Script. They have really good enzymes.
What's it called?
Skin Script,
Skin Script.
yes,
Okay.
very good enzymes. There are certain facials where I do an enzyme right after like Dermaplan.
Uh-huh.
I normally put an enzyme like a Coca Cola enzyme
Uh-huh.
after it gives you a perfect glow. After that
Oh,
dead
a
skin and
perfect
hair has been
glow.
pulled off your face, feels amazing. You would think I've had a few people. I've been to a birthday dinner before and I had did her facial before her birthday dinner, and I
Mhm.
remember her brother asking her what kind of makeup she had on, and she didn't have
And
any
she
on.
have any on.
She didn't have
She
any
just
on.
had a facial
Just
from
had a
you.
facial. That was it.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. When does a person need dermaplaning?
Um, for me, I get mines every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks.
Yes,
And what are the benefits of dermaplaning?
it's a glow
The
and
glow.
for aging.
Okay, so it's an
And
anti-aging technique.
yes, and it actually shows your true complexion.
Okay.
With hair on your face, it gives you maybe a shade or two darker. And of
Mhm.
course, it has dead skin as well. And so when you're working that blade, you're pulling it off.
Oh.
Yeah,
And you're also
it's
pulling off dead skin,
it
right?
is. Yes,
Yeah.
and that's my favorite facial. I get them myself. So
Oh,
yes.
excellent. Okay. So, what advice would you give to someone considering a career in aesthetics or waxing or both?
um, you have to put your clients first.
Mhm.
You have to be professional at all times. You have to be considerate,
Mhm.
and you have to be very, very trusting.
Mm.
People want to feel safe
Mhm.
because you're in a very sentimental area of a body.
They're
Um,
vulnerable in a
yes,
vulnerable position,
and
yeah.
also the biggest thing for me is budget.
Mhm.
In order to grow and climb to the top, you have to be good with money. You can't blow it.
Mhm.
Because you would never know. One slow week could equal a busy week one week, and then next week is slower, and you fell behind because you've been splurging your money.
Mhm.
So to be a professional and to maintain a nice salon and establishment, you have to budget correctly. Yeah.
Okay. What is the most rewarding client transformation that you have witnessed? I'm sure you've seen people transform, once they've come into your salon, but what was the one that was the most, maybe the most, I guess word is rewarding for you?
Well, the first thing the first I use one example.
Mhm.
I had a client that she had been going to a wax establishment for years, and I'm so good at it now that I can tell where they come from.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And
You can tell the salons that they came
yes,
from.
I
Oh,
can.
wow.
Just depending on the issues that they're having. But I call it strawberry skin. She had hyperpigmentation in her bikini area, so it looked like a lot of
Oh,
strawberry marks. And so I instantly just jumped into it, giving her free skin treatments until we got it better because I just saw how miserable it made her. She didn't want to wear bikinis. She didn't want her mate touching her. So
yeah.
within maybe 2 treatments, she was ready to go.
Oh,
And
wow.
I take a lot of
Pride.
yes, it makes me
Yes,
feel great.
as you should.
Yes, that makes me feel great. So,
So, do you have a favorite treatment that you like performing the best over all others?
definitely. One we just talked about dermaplaning.
The
I love
dermaplaning,
dermaplaning,
yeah.
and then I love to do Brazilian waxes because they're also followed with a special service right after. I don't just do a Brazilian wax and you get off the table. There's actually a whole process of pampering that they receive
Oh,
after their
so
wax.
so what do they get after the wax?
They get a steam.
Oh, a steam.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay, excellent. Um, I've always wondered. Okay, so can you tell me the benefits of steaming? I mean, I can imagine, but
Fertility, fertility,
fertility. Okay,
long periods, heavy periods. It's a detox.
okay,
It's a vaginal detox.
okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Okay. Um, okay. So, what is your own skincare routine like?
I use Dermalogica every day.
Every morning, every
Yes.
night, or
Night, night, definitely night,
nighttime? Okay.
and then normally just maybe a simple witch hazel in the morning and coconut oil, no toner, coconut oil, and I go out the door.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how to do makeup. I don't know how to wear.
So you don't even wear makeup?
No,
Oh, wow.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I will if I have to, lights, camera, action, but
Yeah.
for the most part, no.
Hmm. Okay. So, if you could give everyone one golden rule for skincare or hair removal, what would it be?
Be consistent.
Be consistent.
It's a
Okay.
and it's a life changing. It's very life changing. Once you start, just keep on going because it gets better and better. You get your skin starts to tone out evenly. Your hair starts to grow a lot slower than before. But you have to trust the process. And a lot of people are scared of the pain area of it. But I think that if you find the perfect esthetician, that stops too.
Mhm.
I think it's a lot of the movies. Where
Mhm.
the wax gets snatched off your chest and the guy freaks out. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But yes.
Or the 40-year-old
Yeah, that's what I was
version,
thinking about,
right?
yeah.
Where they waxed I think they waxed his back.
Mhm.
Yes,
I think it
yeah.
was the chest or the
Well,
back, I can't
maybe
remember.
both. Was it his
Yeah,
chest?
see?
Okay, it was his chest. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was quite funny,
It's
and that was yeah,
hilarious.
that was a painful thing, but as you said, waxing doesn't have to be painful.
It does not.
What is the type of wax that you use?
I use hard wax.
Hard wax,
Yes,
okay, and
which
it
means when I apply it, it dries on its own, and then I
oh,
pull it. Yes.
okay.
And it's pretty soft. It dries very soft. It doesn't dry rock hard, and that
Mhm.
makes a difference in the feel when I
Okay,
pull it. So,
okay. Alright, so what is the funniest or most unexpected thing that has ever happened during an appointment?
a guy, a
Yeah.
guy told me that he was scared that he would, um, yeah,
I can't
he
wait.
was scared.
I
He
gotta
was
hear this.
scared. He was scared he was going to have, um,
What?
his exact words were he was scared he would get hard.
Oh,
that was
okay,
that
okay.
was his exact
Oh,
words.
okay.
So yes, it's hilarious. But
That's funny.
he didn't though.
No, he
He
was
was
fine. That's
yeah.
good.
He was too caught up in the strips itself. But I think um I mean I expect that honestly. It's especially when you got a beautiful woman, servicing you. I get it.
It's just a physiological
I'm not there
reaction,
to
yeah.
judge at
Right,
all.
exactly, yeah,
So
yeah. Okay, so where do you see your business in a year?
in a year, that's a short term goal. Um, Definitely, I plan on tripling my foot traffic and spreading diversity. A
Okay.
lot more diversity. Here lately, I've been working with just a lot of different people, and some look nothing like me.
Mhm.
Some of the sweetest people ever.
Uh-huh.
And they support me. And I can be comfortable with talking about my accomplishments without sounding like too much or I need to be humble. Because
Yeah,
that's that's the community I come from.
yeah.
But when I put myself in more diverse rooms, I realize it's normal to be excited for yourself. It's
Yes,
normal to talk about your accomplishments. That's normal to be
to be proud of yourself.
yes, that yeah. So the back, what the background that I'm used to or the people that I used to be around, like it was only so much noise I was able to make before it was a problem.
Yeah, right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely diversity and increasing my foot traffic in that aspect.
And how are you getting your clients? What are the various
I
avenues?
think it's just word of mouth.
Okay.
I don't talk much. It's
Mhm.
just word of mouth.
Word of
I
mouth.
just do the
Okay.
work,
You just
you
do the
know?
work. Okay. And the clients come.
Mhm.
Okay. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh, I definitely, I planned on, having a much bigger space. I want a hot tub and a sauna.
Oh, really?
Yes, where people can get memberships and just come in and just
Oh, wow.
relax. And I plan on franchising my name. A lot of people like the name of the company.
Yes.
Even some of the men is like, "I chose you because I like the name of your company."
Yeah.
So, um, I do plan on, going that aspect as well. So it's probably around the same time, honestly, within 5
Okay.
years. I
Okay.
plan on, like, hitting the ground running.
And what about 10 years? Where are we in 10 years?
I think I'll just be the owner
Yeah.
by then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be the owner by then. How old am I?
You'll
34, so I'll be 44? Yeah, I'll be the owner.
Yes. And you'll have franchises in various states and you'll be overseeing it all and you'll probably have a staff of thousands of people. I can see this. I can see this absolutely.
Mhm.
And you and I will be going to Europe
Yes,
as we had discussed.
yes, I
Yes.
cannot wait.
It'll be fun.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously you've achieved a lot. You've overcome, so much. I mean, I know that you said that you had had your daycare and the pandemic hit and
Mhm.
everyone was home, so they didn't take their children to the daycare. They were just staying with their parents
Well, it
essentially,
wasn't
right?
even that, honestly. That wasn't the problem. I had a full house. The problem is most of them were, state certificate children, and the state was not paying.
Oh.
Yeah, they were not paying for a good 9 months.
Oh goodness.
Yes, so I had to use my savings to maintain and pay my staff as well. So,
That's horrendous.
yeah,
That
and
is
when it
so
stopped making
difficult.
sense, you have to make
You
change.
have to make
That's what
change.
it is. I heard all kind of rumors that I was why I was shutting down, and I heard all kind of stuff, but it was simple. Like I saw a great opportunity and I took it. I sold
Mhm.
it, you know.
And
So
now you have Snatched and Pretty, and that's wonderful.
yes.
Um, so as as your career progresses, how do you see technology perhaps influencing your business? New technologies coming out in regard to facials, waxing. How are these new technologies going to affect your business? And
I wouldn't even think that they would even affect it. Like as I said earlier, I research, I
mhm,
adapt. You know, if I see an opportunity that I know I'm capable of doing and I can afford it, I'll do it. You
mhm.
know, I don't jog in place. I don't believe in it. I was a track star. You know,
Oh,
so
you
I
were?
yes,
When in high
very
school?
fast. No,
College?
actually, I kind of stopped. I was very fast, elementary, middle, some of high, and then I started working on my own and had to kind of grow up fast. So
Okay.
yeah, but I like to be challenged anyway, so
Yes.
I'm not intimidated at all.
I mean,
You
do you
know,
think there's going to be new types of waxes coming out or new types
I mean
of
possibly, but that's what the internet is for. You have to keep up with that kind of
keep up
stuff.
with that?
Hmm.
And then, in terms of facials and different technologies regarding that, uh, are there new types of like? I know one thing I've heard of are called plasma pens.
Hmm.
Do you ever use a plasma pen, or is that
You
something?
know why I don't though I don't have clientele that find it necessary
Okay, okay,
just yet. You know, maybe Botox one day,
Botox.
maybe,
Yeah, maybe.
yeah,
Okay,
because that is a very growing industry right there.
sure.
But yeah, I want to say that the majority of my clientele, I listen to my clientele. That's just what it is. I listen to them, you know, and what they want and what they request, you know, I practice it.
Do they ever indicate that they want fillers of any sort, or are they more asking for, like, natural
Most
solutions, right?
natural. Yeah.
Natural
My
solutions,
clientele are
okay.
mostly older, maybe 35 and up. My oldest
Okay.
client is 84.
Oh, really?
Yes. So my
Okay.
clients are kind of no, they won't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so thank you, Darreka.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here today with Chat with Kat, with Darreka Howell, with, Snatched and Pretty. Darreka, go ahead and tell our listeners where you're located and what your phone number is and what your website is.
My website is snatchedandpretty.com. It's the word snatched, A-N-D, pretty.com. I am located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. My address is 5811 Lee Highway, Unit 416. You can't miss it because it's the only big red door. My phone number to the spa is 423-654-4425. You can give me a call at any time. I will answer and
All
be
right.
at your every needs.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much. And
you.
this is Chat with Kat. Thank you, Darreka.
Thank you.